one.
Romain was a lovely bloke with an interesting bag, and we met a French journalist, Ben Cadieu. Out
Ben
in
Cadieu.
Met him out in Pinehurst, and he also said he's obviously done a lot with Romain because they're both French. And says he
all
also
French people
agrees.
know each other?
I believe so. And say
Okay.
what you like about the French; those two are lovely men.
Yeah, great stuff. Next nomination.
Coming to you live from a business park in Winner's Triangle. Welcome to the second annual Pointy Awards. Rapturous applause from the audience. Thank you, Ria. Thank you, videography team. Welcome, everybody, to, as we just said,
The second annual Pointy Awards.
For those not in the know, this is our end-of-year awards ceremony. We did it last year, Joe, when we probably had...
I know, because this is the second annual Pointy Awards.
But we did it with about a tenth of the listenership we have now.
Yes.
We just started and we were like, you know what? Let's have a glass of wine and do an awards show to 40 people.
Bit silly that one, wasn't it? Probably worth a little look
Worth a
back.
watch.
We forgot the bow ties this year.
We did, and the booze, but because it's going to be a more professional awards this year, I think.
Much more.
But for those joining us for the first time, yes, end of year awards. It's Boxing Day. If you listen to this on release day, for those in America, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. And it's just a bit of fun, isn't it, Joe? And we're going to reflect on the year that has been, some serious, some funny, and we're going to learn something today.
We're going to learn a lot about what we've done over the course of the year. It's a little reflective look back at Christmas, about some of the stuff we've done, the people we've met, some of the products that have been good, some of the products that maybe have not been so good. There's a bit going on,
Absolutely.
isn't
There is definitely something going on in this episode that we can be assured of. We've got Quality Street on the table. Other Christmas chocolates are available.
But they're all
and we're in-
worse.
There are definitely worse. And we're in a festive mood, Joe. Oh, my laptop's
Are you still charging up?
Still charging up. But just a little preview of what's coming up, Joe, awards-wise. Best What's in the Bag, or WITB.
Mm-hmm.
On that, videography team, who didn't understand what WITB was, didn't realise it was the...
Specifically, Johnny.
Peter Finch, one of the most famous golf YouTubers on the planet, heard us say WITB and looked at us in a similar way. So you're not alone.
You are not alone. No, I shouldn't.
And I am here. We do a song after everyone. Best equipment change of the year. Golf club of the year. Most disruptive, innovative release of the year. A small in memoriam. Most popular non-contracted golf club award. Most inventive off-the-course use of a golf-specific product
I thought
award.
we'd canned that
we
one 'cause
have
we
canned
only
that
had
one. We had no
two.
nominations.
Well, we'll chuck it in now. You've promised it anyway.
There's two. Best costume design, rising star. I want to do worst costume design, and interview of the year. It's a jam-packed awards ceremony, Joe, and we'll make sure it's quicker than the FIFA World Cup draw.
And our last episode that you may... We were doing this in chronological sequence?
We are, yeah. So the last episode was the hour and a half mighty slog that was the top most
I've just
contentious
decided
clubs
the
in
most
21st century.
inventive off-course use of a golf-specific product award with only 2 nominations. I'd like... Just as a special treat to the team, I'd like Johnny and Ria to pick that live when we put the nominations together. So,
We'll give
wake
you-
up.
We'll give you a shout when you need to pay attention.
Yeah, back to sleep.
Back to sleep, team. Okay, so welcome. Happy to have you along. Hope you had a great Christmas, etc. Let us know what you're doing. Have you escaped from the family? Have you escaped from your friends? Have you escaped from your own thoughts for a little while? I have to do that far too often. The first award this year, Joe, is for the best What's in the Bag interview conducted on Kickpoint, the Golf Gear Show. A little bit of self-love for this one, Joe. Would you like to read out the nominations for us?
I would, and now I'm looking at them. I'm wondering whether we've made a mistake. We've sort of very much left Sweaty Sam out of this. They're all sort of the ones that I've done. He did a couple of hunting. We forgot
We'll just
about
add them at
Brian.
the end. Add them at the end.
All right, cool. We're still going with the same winner, though.
Absolutely.
Right.
Oh, the winners are Bookie's favourite.
The nominations are Peter Finch, YouTube sensation, and all-round lovely man. Delved into his bag in our Pinehurst trip, didn't we? I need to go in depth as we're going here, don't I? Because we're not going to recap the nominations. So yeah, in depth in his bag, talked a bit about his game. Just lovely to spend time with him, and I can confirm, those of you who like him on YouTube, he's very much that in real life, isn't he? Just
he is what he says. No, not what he says in the tin. He's like he is on the camera.
Yeah, just a really nice, lovely fellow. Enjoyed his company a lot for that week. Nomination 2, Richard Mansell, friend of the pod. We went deep in the weeds there. We actually got too much information out of him. I got a little mini ticking off from, well, not a mini ticking off. It was mentioned by some people at Titleist that Rich was talking about the grooves that he'd had put on his irons before that became a thing in T-Series.
Is that what that was? I didn't even know that.
That was early versions.
So Richard accidentally released early versions and we didn't know. We weren't to know.
Exactly. And it was at a great venue, the Manor House. Remember when we had a little Adidas trip there, which you might have seen.
Sat on two nice sort of, those sort of canvas lounging chairs.
By a fountain.
By a fountain, no less, filmed on a phone that was overheating. Not one for the videographers, that one.
Not really. Next nomination, Romain Langast. Again, another lovely, lovely man with a lovely, lovely accent and a little baby driver. Loads of old gear, loads of fun stuff in there. And there's a really funny man that just walked past the camera in the middle of filming and we had a little moment there. I enjoyed that one.
Romain was a lovely bloke with an interesting bag. And we met a French journalist, Ben Cadu. Out
Ben
in
Cadu.
Met him out in Pinehurst, and he also said he's obviously done a lot with Romain because they're both French. And says he
all
also
French people
agrees.
know each other?
I believe so. And
Okay.
say what you like about the French; those two are lovely men.
Yeah, great stuff. Next nomination, Robert Rock, absolute icon. Like he's one of those. You know how some people are overexposed. Rob's a bit underexposed. It adds to the mystique of his swing, his hair, his charisma.
His hair gets a shout out every time we mention
Should do.
it.
It's a phenomenal head of hair. And me and him together as two middle-aged men who are follically blessed as we are.
Angela. Do you like Robert as well as Joe and Pete?
I reckon Robert might be too pretty for Angela.
I think so. She clearly likes a bit of rough.
Clearly likes imperfections. Cared so much about his gear. It was so well received as well. So many comments about his gear. The fact that he bought all of his own measuring equipment because he wanted to really take responsibility for his craft, the wear marks, the ludicrous head covers, spenny old
Links
head
and
covers.
Kings. I do think.
Yeah.
Quick one on that.
Go on.
I've always thought he should have his own YouTube channel. You see how golfers are making their own YouTube channels, they make Tommy Fleetwood and so. I don't want him to do that because he's very kind to work with us quite a lot. And when we do
you know
that,
what?
it goes off.
It's occurred to me like whether we could I want to have a chat with him about whether we can help him do something and whether we could
if we can attach ourselves
cash
with him,
in.
cash in and cash out.
Yeah, cut that bit. Okay, sure. So I just want to help you get out there and
you just need more airtime, man.
Yeah. Next one, Marco Penge.
Sorry, I've just seen the award nomination after this.
Fresh off a win, so we got him 2 days, I think, after his win in Denmark. You don't often see tour winners doing WITBs.
Well, big thanks to Mizuno for that, who our contacts there sorted us out with that.
Really
felt like a bit of a coup
there.
for us. We're not normally, that's why I like this as a nomination, we're not normally very good at timing this thing well. We're normally getting guys that before they win, or we're nowhere near, we're not very good at being timely. This felt timely. This felt like proper journalism.
We nailed it, didn't we? It's some really interesting stuff in there. He had 4 degrees strong irons that he'd bent back to 2 degrees strong the week before when he won. Why are you laughing? That is interesting. And then he won.
I'm laughing at the thing that's coming up next. I can't stop thinking about it.
And then his strokes gained approach significantly improved. So making an equipment tweak like that and then going ahead and influencing the category you needed to influence. He was talking about how him and his caddy made a strategy change. Anything inside 150, dead aim. He was trying to hold it. Anything outside of 150, playing for the fat part of the green, not even looking at pins. That was a strategy. Won 3 times last year, got his PGA Tour card. There was just loads of other stuff. His quads, impressive quads.
Big quad guy.
15 degree 2 iron.
15 degree quads.
15 degree quads. Watching him at mini drivers was an experience, just thumping these things. So good. Next nomination. We've got a lot of nominations because we're adding Sweaty Sam into the mix here. I'll pop Sweaty Sam in now.
Why don't we do a separate award for Sam? What was his best
Sam's
WITB of the year?
WITBs.
There we go. See, right. We've got good flow on this.
Yeah, we're going to need to get another one
live.
of them pointies manufactured in case.
We haven't said shout out to the pointy.
Yeah.
That's the award. Everyone will be getting one of these.
And the final nomination then is the Lost Files of the Adrian Moronk Whitby from Singapore live event. That remains to this day the worst thing I've ever done.
But they've now been found. Can we play any of it? Because this would be a nice Christmas treat for everybody if we can play. Can we roll something here?
I'll find one of the best bits here. 14.5 degrees. The very interesting, one of the oldest speeder shafts, Speeder 757 Evolution. Enjoy this?
Yeah. I've had it for like 5 or 6 years. It's a good weapon.
More off the tee or off the deck?
Both.
Bit of both. Versatile. Cool. And that was one of the highlights. So the rest of it, you can imagine how utter guff this was.
What went wrong there?
Well, everyone had cancelled on me. So on the flight over to Singapore, I got like some text from the PR team, like, so-and-so can't do it, so-and-so can't do it, see what you can get. So I'm ferreting around the range like a total nuisance, bothering everyone in 36-degree heat. And it got to the point where I was just like, Adrian, can I do what's in the bag? You don't even have to be in it. You just stand over there in the background. I'll be near your bag and doing stuff. Is that all right? Yeah. And then really, really nice fella, but then kept sort of coming over to get his clubs out.
Which in the middle of a practice session.
Because he was in the middle of a practice session. I hadn't factored that in mentally. So then I'm trying to involve him as he's doing that. But he's not mic'd up. Doesn't want to talk to me. Is seriously in depth. It was just truly awful. I don't know what I was thinking, but
thanks for unearthing that for us.
But there you go.
And the winner of the best What's in the Bag, excluding Sweaty Sam's
you ready
What's
on
in
the applause,
Bags.
Rhea?
Oh yeah, thank you, Rhea. Is do we have drum rolls, Rhea?
No.
Sugar.
No drum rolls.
Should
Maybe
I-
next year.
Maybe next
Maybe at the
year.
third annual Pointy Awards.
Do it in
Hey?
post.
Do it in post. And the winner is
Robert Rock.
for all of the reasons.
Forgot there was that. Good.
Yeah,
That's
for
great.
all of the reasons we mentioned in his nomination. And
Do we have a voice note from Robert?
Robert has kindly accepted the award for us. So let's hear from Robert.
I'm a winner again. That's awesome. Even it is a award for my crappy old clubs that people somehow like because they got nice head covers on, maybe. So thanks for letting me know I won. That's nice. Hope you're all right, and I'll be expecting the massive trophy in the post. Cheers.
It was nice of him to acknowledge that, wasn't it?
Really good. Thanks, Robert.
Next award, Joe. We're coming
congratulations.
Away from us and to the world of equipment and the tour world, and we're going to award somebody for the best equipment change of 2025. Which Tour Pro made the best and most effective switch this year, Joe?
The nominations are Rory McIlroy's ball switch, which came by accident at Grove 23, Michael Jordan's golf course, where he hit a few pitches, started launching it lower, spinning it more, won at Pebble Beach, off we go, won the Grand Slam, helped wedges massively. That's what I'm reading word for word from my notes. Second nomination, Marco Penge, switching iron lofts before his Denmark win, as I mentioned there, went with a change in strategy, as I've said, to help his strokes gained approached.
Someone said we're niche, and I just don't think we are.
Don't understand what they're going on about.
Nominating a Tour Pro for changing his lofts by 1.5 degrees. That is mass market content.
Don't know what they're going on about. JJ Spawn switching to the new Strixon irons, culminating in his first major championship. Tommy Fleetwood into his spider mallet, his sort of self-drawn alignment. Well, not self-drawn, but the guys on the tour truck. Going on Ryder Cup success, first US win. Was that the missing link and further credence to the dying blade theory? And the final nomination is a joint nomination for Harris English and Cameron Young into the Golf Pride Align Max grips and winning in their first week with the new grips. Not often you see that.
Good set of nominations there, Joe. We'll digress into these more in a minute. Let's announce the winner, shall we?
Yes.
And the winner is, for the best equipment switch of 2025...
Rory McIlroy
for switching balls accidentally at Michael Jordan's Grove.
I don't know if it was an accident. You tried it, but you know.
It wasn't true. I'd like to know, was he going at... I heard
I don't think he went
story.
specifically to
He
practice. I think he
happened to be
flicked a
what was
few.
round the green was the not the X version. But yeah, that was a home run winner for me because of the year that Rory's had, and we had to give him some recognition. This will go alongside everything else he's won this year. Pretty proudly, I should imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of others as well. Tommy's Into the Spider was probably the close second for me. Just because he's been on that, he got over the hump finally.
Where are you going with this? Award ceremonies don't have close seconds. We've shouted them out in the nominations. We don't have to backtrack and
I don't want this to be over in 20 minutes.
it won't be. We've probably been going 20
How long
minutes.
have we been going?
There you go. So get on with it. It's next award.
My
We've got loads of awards left.
My concept of time disappears. Do you know where that is, Joe?
Because
I
you're
enter
not
a-
very bright.
I enter a flow state here
You
because I
do.
enjoy it so much, and time becomes but a construction.
Yes.
And the next award comes back into the consumer game, and a fairly big one.
Ooh.
Probably should have left this last, but we're doing it now anyway. The Golf Club of the Year. This is a new award introduced for the 2025 Pointy Awards, and the nominees are Joe.
Fulford Heath Golf Club. No, not actual golf clubs. golf equipment clubs, eh?
We did a social piece that was like, what is the best club or something like that? And someone very cleverly commented a bunch of football teams.
The Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good modern reference.
Thank you. Right, nomination number 1, the Titleist GT3 driver. Simply everywhere on tour. Suits a broad range of amateurs too. A bit of a unicorn. Number 2, the Sausage Golf Boudon Noir.
Nom nom nom.
So different, so cool. Such an innovative new concept that's got a lot of tongues wagging, didn't it, Dan? On nomination number 3,
Nothing.
Titleist T250 iron. So good looking, it turns sane men stupid, which we can get into. I'll allow you to digress into that.
Am I allowed? Okay.
Yeah, 'cause that's funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
Nomination number 4, the new TaylorMade P790 iron. Still the GOAT, but now with a better than ever feel. And the final nomination, bit of a niche one. Well, it's not that niche. It's just doesn't suit that many people. But the Mizuno probably well, it's not going to win.
That at the Oscars.
It's not going to win. So, but
imagine that at the Oscars, best film. Not very good, but
niche.
a few people liked it. It's not going to win.
the Mizuno Pro S1 iron, one of the most beautiful looking blades of all time, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of purists and traditionalists will maybe refute that a little bit and want to see high gloss chrome, but the finish, the shaping, the minimalism, just honestly, just even if it doesn't suit you, just treat yourself to a range session with one.
Treat yourself to
if you can. I don't know how you'll do that.
How are you doing that?
Borrow it as a demo. Go to someone who's got Mizuno demos and borrow. That's doable.
There's your solution.
And the winner is
the Titleist GT3 driver.
Go on, you tell them why, Dan.
Well, I want to ask you why, because actually,
Because I'm not prepped for that bit.
well, it's got good tour coverage.
It's got better than good tour coverage. It's
got
everywhere.
Exemplary tour coverage with contracted and non-contracted players. Titleist. It's their first ever, as we spoke about last week, multi-material construction driver.
Good.
And they've not had to have the first edition will be okay, and then we'll improve on it. Bang. Have some of that.
Yeah, I think you said that absolutely beautifully.
it.
But also, in addition to the tour presence, as I alluded to in the nomination speech there, it suits an incredibly broad range of amateurs.
Does
as well.
it really? I always see the 3 model with that weight a bit further forward as the
that's your 4 model.
Shaped.
That's your GT4. So your GT4,
that's the low spin,
super low spin.
I didn't know that.
And probably the least forgiving. You don't see much of that knocking around anywhere.
Period.
It's very niche. The GT3 almost sits between. It's kind of like the dot heads from TaylorMade that sat between the Core and the LS.
But it's a real one that exists. And
the GT3 is kind of that. It's got some low spin properties, some high MOI properties, really. Just playable, beautifully shaped, feels great, looks great. Everyone loves it. It's just really good.
What excites me for next year is that stays in line, because Titleists come out every 2 years, and then we're going to get this swathe of new clubs to be put up against what we have got as the current benchmark. So one to look forward to for next year, isn't it? The next award, Joe, is the most disruptive / innovative release of 2025,
and the nominations are the Sausage Golf Boudon Noir putter.
No.
Cobra's Future Fit 33 adapter. What on? This is you. You've written that. The LA Golf driver. The Avoda Origin curved face irons. And the Milesy Gene Pro. Is that how you say it? The Gene Pro P1. You're going to have to... I know what I've gone with here. You're going to have to talk me through the adapter and the Gene Pro, please.
Before we reveal the winner.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So I want to know why they're not going to win.
Firstly, right, Kobe's Future Fit 33, I would have had as the biggest innovation of this year. It hasn't won, as you can tell. And I don't think it got the respect it deserved when it first launched in DS Adapt at the start of this year, right? I think we did a decent job of covering it here, but probably didn't give it all of its plaudits, and I want to do that now. People call it too confusing.
Honestly, I saw so many of those videos and I don't get it. There's so many different settings and I don't, well, there's a chart. One number correlates to that.
Not only is there
it's
a
not
chart,
that hard.
not only is there a chart, on the hosel, they've put every number on there.
You went really cross-eyed when you did that, by the way.
Did
I
I?
hope you get that on Zoom.
On the hosel, on the hosel, they wrote every number on there. So if you don't have access to the internet for some reason, if you've gone off grid, it tells you minus 0.7 online.
Well, no, even if you've gone off grid, they gave you a little, remember you got the little chart that dangled on your bag
That was a media thing.
Oh, that was a media thing. All right, well,
what
fine.
they did do was etch into every
QR
head
code.
a QR code. Scan the QR code. It brings the thing up. It was so simple. I think we did a good job of saying that, but not a big enough one. So I want to say it now.
Classic golf scenario of, oh, this is new. That's weird. We didn't need that to change. Oh, God, my head's
Too
gonna
many
explode.
options.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Just
you
pick
only
one of
have
them.
to use one.
You can only use one at a time. Relax. Yeah, I'm with you.
There's lots of cars in the world. I don't get stressed out by that because I have one.
I wonder now, looking in my crystal ball, I think that Cobra will be an influencer. I think so many brands, TaylorMade, Titleist, Ping, everyone you can think of has had the same adapter almost since the get-go. Very few have changed them at all. And I wonder in this world of picking out incremental gains and being able to change face angle independently of lie and loft, etc., I wonder whether that'll be coming down the line because like you think straight away, oh, they'll react to that, they'll do that now. But almost all of these companies, whether they release every year or every 2 years, it's about a 2 to 3 year development cycle. So I would be very surprised if at least a couple of these companies aren't currently researching that.
Agreed. And for those who don't understand why they think why it's a good thing, the Future Fit adapter, I'm going to keep going on this, by the way, because for those who don't know, you can change
Fascinating stuff.
You can change lie angle and loft independently. There's the Smart Sole Pad, which is part of this product that means the face angle doesn't change. I was fiddling around with my secret weapon, Mini Driver, and I wanted to loft it up, Joe, because I wanted to try it lofted up. The PXG secret weapon, when you loft it up, especially a PXG club, that was this year, wasn't it? That was good stuff. Thanks for that. You loft it up, my God, does the face angle open like I've never seen before, right?
Other way.
Close. I must have been trying to take loft off.
Yeah, you'd have been taking loft off.
Switched on me. So I tried to take loft off. That would have been it. And it opened it up. And then so if you're looking to be able to play around with loft, but you don't, I get some people want that. That's fine. Don't buy a Cobra product. I just think the Future Fit 33 adapter was a genuine innovation that didn't get enough love because it got immediately met, in my opinion, by a bunch of content creators and YouTubers looking for an easy company and an easy thing to shout at. I need a video that's like a bit more negative because it does happen in the golf industry. A lot of it is very positive and very effusive about these brands. They're like, that's an easy thing to pick at and I'm going to shout at it. I think they were all wrong and it really annoyed me.
I think you've nailed that. I think you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
That's exactly what's happened.
Didn't win, but oh well.
Well, it might win now. You've made a very compelling case for it.
I might try and change the thing. Now, the Gene Pro G1, did I put P1 on the nominations?
P1, yeah.
Sorry, spelling error on the nomination sheet. Really easy one, quick one. Miles C was seen as this really cheap laser brand that you get on Amazon for like 80 quid. And they still do those cheapo lasers, right? And that's fine. Some people want that. This is the first laser I've ever tested with a touchscreen GPS embedded into it, as well as your laser. It was a little clunky in places. The screen it's like not the most refined product yet, but to see that happen and to use it, and it wasn't mad expensive. It was like 400 quid, which isn't the most expensive laser in the world. I wanted to nominate it as well because it's the first time I've seen one of those executed that well.
Fascinating.
Yes, so I'm less positive about that than the Future Fit 33, which should win this, but I'm more than happy for the winner because I also love this product.
Well, in a plot twist,
what?
The joint winners are
drum roll, sorry, there's a space to drum roll. The Sausage Golf Boudin Noir Putter and Cobra's Future Fit 33. The audience are up. The audience are up.
They loved it. They absolutely loved it.
The first ever joint pointy winner, Joe.
Yeah, that's big.
Well, let's give Boudin Noir its limelight now.
Boudin Noir, love everything about this. Love the that might go down as the world's most successful ever render. They did like a graphics render. Should
we do that as an award next year?
Possibly, yeah. The shafts coming in and out of the head in different positions, showing.
Oh wow!
Rear, too much. Rear,
big laugh.
Showing.
I'll show the render now.
Yeah, put the render up there now. They'll very much enjoy that, as will Rear. And it just much like the revealer from Lab, it just beautifully visually illustrated what this putter had on offer. And it's not just the tech, it's a really nice looking putter. It's got shaved soft edges.
So beautifully engineered.
Beautifully engineered is the right way of putting it. And I love the fact that it's just, I mean, it's not a one-man band, but it's not far off. It's just like I couldn't tell you the exact infrastructure, but I know there's only 2 or 3 of the guys working on it as a concept. And now I think they appreciated it, but we were part of the movement that helped make some awareness of that. And they've just been out of stock and chasing their tails ever since. And good for them. Like, so cool to see a genuinely innovative idea like that brought to life so well. And then to see the rewards off the back of it, I absolutely love that.
And it's one of those where I think we spoke about the modular part of it and how innovative that is. But like, just as a putter, I used it yesterday. My dad's been using it. I had to pry it out of his garage to go and use it. It feels great. It's got nice alignment aid. The grip on it's lovely. Like, take away all the modular stuff we've been raving about. It's also a really effing good putter at the same time. So
yeah,
look forward to seeing more from them as well. I don't know what I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm guessing they're going to get this batch out, enjoy the success while they can, and then
Boudin
develop
Noir
again.
was black pudding. Remember Boudin Noir?
Boudin Noir.
That was black pudding. So what other sausage-related names can they go for next? I'm thinking of the toad in the hole. That must be a French thing for toad in the hole.
Be a funny-looking putter, wouldn't it? Where else are sausages found? Roll, but that's already why it's called sausage because of Dave Rolls,
Wiener.
Isn't it? The Wiener.
It's a sausage shout. Golf wiener.
That's a good
That could be
shout.
a small one. With like a mini one, couldn't it? Yeah, there's plenty to get stuck into there.
We look forward to finding out what it is anyway. So congratulations to Sausage Golf.
When you're
and
doing the
Feature
next
33.
section of the in memoriam, so for things that people have sadly elsewhere, I'm going to find the suggestion that someone sent to the guys from Sausage Golf on Instagram. Talk amongst yourselves. Get your section going.
Has someone come in with some name suggestions?
Oh, there was a brilliant one and I can't remember it.
I'll leave you to find that. But now it's time for a brief pause as we remember those that we lost in 2025.
And that was, thank you for respecting the time there and for respecting the loss to the game. So there's several things in there.
I've just remembered all people listening would have heard some nice music.
Right.
They can't see imagery.
Well,
what just happened?
We'll voice that over as well then, shall we?
That sounds like so much effort.
I'll voice that over. Leave that one to me. I'll let Joe take care of that one.
Okay.
Well, yeah, some of the things that we've seen disappear over the last 12 months, including, almost all blade putters, but specifically Ben Griffin's blade putter, Tommy Fleetwood's blade putter, Scotty Scheffler's blade putter, Matt Fitzpatrick's long-standing blade putter. It wasn't a mass funeral. There's still a few clinging on, but I think 2026 could be the time. I won't use the word.
No, don't.
But I think there might be, like the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Soon to be extinct.
On a lighter note, the next name for the Sausage Golf, if they make a long neck version of the Boudin Noir, that should be called the Sostrich.
Oh, very good. Very
Yes,
good.
Well worth me finding that.
Thank you for doing that. Okay, our next award, Joe, is the most popular non-contracted club or piece of golf equipment of the year award.
And the nominations are, good pivot there,
That's
Dan.
giving away the winner.
The Titleist GT3 driver, for all the reasons we've already mentioned. The continual GOAT dominance of the TaylorMade Q i10 fairway wood. The Vokey SM10 wedges. Lab putters in general. Or Golf Pride grips. So specifically...
Help me out with Lab. You had to convince me here, and I want you to do the same for the listener.
Yeah, well, truth be told, we're trying to pad out the nominations a bit because most of the other ones had 5, didn't they? And we were stuck on 4 for a bit. But a lot of the people I did What's in the Bags with had some labs knocking about.
And none of them are paid. Is what
none of them are
getting at.
paid.
So I think you need to be remember that. When you do see a lab, they've picked that up.
You and Ferguson's, JJ Spawns. There was a lot of labs knocking about the people that I saw non-paid.
Adam Scott's relationship with them, because he makes a few. They're very close, but not. It's not an official partnership, right?
Yeah, I don't quite know, but I know. He was an early adopter. And they made him some very specific stuff. Then they got him in to design the Oz. So he designed the Oz. I would speculate there's probably some sort of ownership share or something like that in the Tacoma, Grant Horvat sort of way.
You should do the winner.
Yeah, do you want to let's just flesh out the nominations at all? It's pretty obvious,
not
isn't
really,
it?
no. I think this is one of the more obvious categories of the evening.
And the winners. And the winner for the most popular non-contracted golf club or piece of equipment award is Golf Pride Grips. Go on, Dan. We just got back from Golf Pride, and this isn't a thank you for taking us on holiday to a beautiful place. All right, thanks very much.
Work, Joe. Don't use the H word around people.
The H word, sorry. On a work trip to to Pinehurst. This isn't a thank you for that. This is just a well-deserved award.
It's a well-deserved award. For those who don't know already, I think we've hammered it home enough, but some might. No golfer is paid to use Golf Pride grips. A lot of people come back and say, well, they're just everywhere. Yes, they are. So is every other grip manufacturer if they would like it. Perhaps Golf Pride is more ubiquitous, but still, if you wanted to have something else, you could. And there was that 1 week this year, Joe, and you have to remind me which tournament it was at, where they had 100% coverage. Now, that wasn't every player with every club with the Golf Pride grip. It meant that every player in the field at that tournament had at least one Golf Pride grip in their bag.
Just Googling ubiquitous. Great use of language there. The tournament you're referring to, the tournament you're referring to, I think, was the Abu Dhabi Championship in Abu Dhabi.
Which didn't have a massive field. 50 odd, though.
No, 70 plus. I think it was 75 players. And
I stand corrected.
100% of the field, the first time to my knowledge, had at least one Golf Pride product in. And whether it's 100% or the standard early mid 90%, it's absolute domination. And what we saw out in Golf Pride was probably vindication of or an explanation as to why that's so. There's so much thought about. There's so much innovation, trial, error, versatility. There's so many options. I think it was 96 different grip options we looked at on the wall in the performance lab.
Then you're taping options.
Then you're taping options, you're stretching options. It probably is infinite. So yeah, I've got nothing more to say on that other than a very well-deserved pointy award, and we'll happily, if you fly us back out,
we'll deliver.
We'll deliver
We do deliver.
We do deliver.
We do deliver. I've got another one on that. Do you know... this is niche. We're trying to grow our US audience, and I keep making really niche UK references. You know how Ant and Dec always win the presenter of the year award at the National Television Awards?
This could be that.
The NTAs. If we ran this for as long as the NTAs have lasted, Golf Pride would, I think, always win because...
You don't know that.
Well, I mean, we
can't predict the future.
Sorry, I meant in time in the past, because we know in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, they still had a conservative guess. 70% of share on tour, and that's a really conservative guess. And we were talking with them out there, and they were like, how many tournaments do you think you've won? How many majors do you think you've won? They're like, oh, man, loads.
Who knows?
Who knows, really? Because it's so... They don't even track it because they know their grips are going to be there or thereabouts.
Another example as well, I know we're dwelling on this one, but another example of the whole golf thing of everything's a bad idea until it's a good idea. Like, no one could believe there was a load of resistance at the start, people going away from leather grips. Why would we want rubber grips? Leather's the way. And now, X amount of years on, you barely see a leather grip.
Rubber up, bro.
Rubber up. Yeah, it's good advice, Dan.
Rubber up campaign. Next, right, so this was on our planning doc, this award. It's one we did last year, one we probably started planning and then realised we didn't have enough for, but I said it out loud and now we're here. Should we use it anyway?
Yes, please.
This is the most inventive off-the-course use of a golf-specific product award, Joe, and the nominations are...
Well, this is where you guys need to wake up. Johnny, put your phone down, please. Pay attention.
Oh,
Ria,
these got to award it.
Yeah, they've got to look at each other and go A or B.
This is relatable for you guys because it's off the course. Forget the golf product.
So we've got two products, and they're both to do with me because you've done nothing this year at all.
No, I've just come here and then gone into hibernation.
The nominations are, first nomination A, the TaylorMade, just to clarify, TaylorMade P7CB 9-iron, which I used downstairs in the Golf Monthly Review channel room to smash some raw plugs into the wall because I couldn't find a hammer. So that is an inventive use of an off-course product. Got that, Ria? The second nomination is the Adidas... go on.
Hand up.
Come on.
Your disdain for free golf equipment is disgusting.
What, lack of respect?
Lack of respect. People would pay. That's people's big purchase of P7CB. You're using it to smash a raw plug in.
It was a plastic raw plug that left no mark whatsoever.
It's the act itself.
Fine. Okay. Well, I don't think Dan likes that nomination. The second nominations, Adidas kindly gave us a leather beautiful leather head cover, driver head cover at that. Don't know what I'm doing with that. at that shindig we went to at the Manor House, which was fabulous. And at a recent fireworks display, I didn't have my mittens and it was a little bit cold, so I took the head covers. Which,
So imagine-
to clarify those things.
That's what head
covering the
covers are,
drivers.
guys. So imagine wearing them on your hands in public.
Got an Adidas one on my left and I think it was my Burnham Mini driver on my right because that was
would
really,
be
furry
warm.
in
That's
the
got
middle.
a furry inside.
To keep my hands warm. Those are the 2 nominations. Where are you going, guys? And the
The
winner
winner
is...
is
The head covers at the fireworks. Hey, great segment.
Genuine point on this. I want to be serious for a minute.
Okay.
That would be a really warm head cover to have in your hands. The Burnham one
Fabulous,
with
yeah.
the. Where's mine? Yeah, mine's back there. I turned mine inside out recently and would recommend. Right, best costume design.
There's something nice about the interior of a head cover. I like to know, like putt head covers, you've got the fleece in there. It's nice to know that something you're trusting with your golf, something you like, is being looked after in there. I don't like those sort of firm innards. Don't mind a firm outer.
Yeah, and that is my one issue with the burner, the TaylorMade Mini Driver head covers that you can flip inside and out, one being soft on the inside. Because now, with my furry outside, my hard inside could be damaging my
You're
club.
happy, but your club head is not. Indeed.
It's weird you like to have things looked after, yet we'll use a club as a hammer, but whatever. That's absolutely fine.
Well, you didn't win, so relax.
Best costume design. Hope as it was last year, hopefully sponsored by Uniqlo. It isn't sponsored by Uniqlo because we both love it. Dan was supposed to find the best fits for each player specifically, but he hasn't. So we're going to go nice and vague.
I thought that was just a note, not the brackets. So you've not done it.
No, I haven't.
Brilliant.
And we're sat here now. So.
The nominations are, you can take care of this one.
I'll bring up a specific picture.
Go on then. You're doing the nominations for this one because this is your award.
Adam Scott.
Can you elaborate in any way?
No. Cool. Everyone knows that. Minwoo Lee, I think, had a good year in the clothing department. This is your nom. The lads. Who are they?
The lads are Jason Day's YouTube family. So he's got his lads channel.
Oh,
and by the way, the concept is frankly balmy.
What, of the lads channel?
So a lot of them, they seem to be his childhood friends. And I was trying to explain this to my missus. They seem to be his childhood friends who he grew up playing a lot of golf with, all Australians. It's Caddy Bruce. There's a guy called Bat. There's a guy called
Ball
Ruff. Is Ryan Ruffles. There's another Jeggy or something like that.
Jeggy, Bat, Ruff.
But yeah, Jeggy, Bat and Ruff and J-Day. And they just go and play at Jason Day's home golf course and other golf courses around and make some videos. And I'm just like, how did this all come to be that all his mates just came over? And like, did they move for this? Did they all just move at the same time? Like, what
you're
happened
watching their
for them?
content and you're thinking logistics.
How did this happen?
Who moved over when
But anyway,
and why?
by the by, I'd like an answer to that. But
okay.
They're all, so Jason Day's like the Malbon poster boy, isn't he? And
rightly so, if it's a good guy.
I'm assuming the lads are all sponsored, or they just like come over for a video and go and help himself in the wardrobe to everything because they're all Malboned up. They're, it's an eclectic bunch, and I like to see the way they wear it. It's cool.
Absolutely. Victor Hovland for some of the Larry fits that Jay Lindeberg seemed to keep pumping out, and Marco Penge for the just really showing off his quads. That's double shout out to Penge's quads.
Adidas.
I don't think we're going to get him back on anytime soon. I think he might put restraining order out.
I've got something on that.
Oh, we do. We can't divulge. Ooh. Yeah. So that's, I guess, a sort of Adidas one. We haven't highlighted a winner here, Joe, so we have to pick our winner live. We take these planning sessions really seriously.
Over to you, Daniel. You're the apparel guy. Less of a pause would be handy. Well, you're building the suspense. And the winner is...
Adam Scott.
Just a...
Kieran Hall, aka the golf hipster. You're probably listening, Kieran. Hello, hope you're well. Go give him a follow over on Instagram. He makes some good content. I listen to him and Sam Jones, the golf fashion guy, and then try and regurgitate that on here. They're more fashion guys than me. Anyway, he's got a mega man crush on Adam Scott, and I know he'll be happy with that. So that one's for you, Kieran.
Did you see the recent Instagram post? Someone just put Adam Scott on the range hitting a shot, and it was like, "Oh, I'm Adam Scott. I'm tall, tanned, handsome, with a great golf swing and loads of money." Like, yeah.
Oh, I'm Adam Scott.
Yeah, good for you.
Congratulations, Adam. Long way to Australia for the points, but it will make it. Right, next is the rising...
Fear not, everyone. We're on the home straight.
minutes time, Rhea?
Unbelievable.
We might do this.
We might get.
We might do
if you
this.
Crack on.
Right, you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Boxing
5
Day,
guys.
mate. Can't believe you're on Boxing Day. You found.
Oh, good point.
Me, missing you.
Sorry.
Rising Star Award. This goes to a brand who is rising.
Yes.
Up and coming brand, golf club equipment brand award.
For their third mention and their third nomination, which I don't know anyone's ever had before in the
Record-breaking stuff here.
Or
in the
Bryson DeChambeau did, because he had an entire awards segment named after him, didn't he? last year. But the Rising Stars for the third time, Sausage Golf. Looking forward to seeing what's to come next from the Saucewage lads. Forward Golf. So a new name to me, who I still haven't done anything with, but I'm intrigued.
We've got to do something on these next year, because the comments keep flying in about them.
Comments all over the place.
They're in the States, though. We need to go see them.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Forward Golf, talking about very much into sole design, very much into offset, onset, a new and interesting way of fitting golf clubs on a D2C brand that I'm still haven't fully got my head around, but I've made contact. There's something coming there. Ooh. Sync Golf. So a one-man band putter operation from the south coast of England, who makes some of the most beautifully crafted putters and wedges. Currently in construction, the new Not Odyssey Joe Up, the Sync Golf Joe Up putter.
One to put in your diaries for next year. We'll be doing a video on that. Bizarrely had a few emails about that. People really care about your Joe Up.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Avoda Golf, just generally Avoda Golf for what's coming for their work on different length options within irons, and specifically now curved faces within irons. A forward-thinking brand that I honestly think the way their visual and branding is going, I think could well be one of these cult brands that people really start to attach themselves
Agreed.
to. And this is an odd one.
A bit of an oxymoron, this one. You're an oxymoron.
Ben Hogan Golf. Been around for yonks, disappeared, came back, and I've just had a new lease of life. Every Hogan product that I've tested as a D2C brand now, specifically more in the irons, I would say, and the wedges, I've just seen some, don't know if I can say that, pretty sure I can.
Someone did comment.
Just ignore
don't worry.
Yeah,
Everyone
else seems to ignore the embargoes, by the way.
We'll talk about this at lunch.
Okay, fine. So Hogan Golf, just incredible. If you're looking for some new sets of irons and you value a combination of tradition and contemporary together, like these nice houses you see on Grand Designs where they've got full glass windows, but old beams.
Talking my language.
Yeah,
there.
just a blend of old and new.
Nodding to the past, but acknowledging the surroundings around them.
Correct. Yeah, being sympathetic to the surroundings around them. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like I'm going to change the award. I've made a very compelling case there, but the winner is Sync Golf. Congratulations, Ollie. Well deserved. Doing some incredible work, taking on some bigger projects, which have slowed down the manufacturing of the Joe Up, but
a good project that I've seen it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to divulge my tweets. You'll see it on his Instagram. But what one to watch, I think, and another cool one-man band. I like how he's British, supporting Britain, Joe, building back better for Britain.
Currently, one-man band. I've had a couple of conversations with Ollie. He's getting to the point, I think, where workload is getting so much that... No, he didn't actually. That's a bit rude, isn't it? He said he was looking to take people on, but never... Interesting that, actually, yeah. So, yeah, potentially expanding. So you might see more of the product. And I just think the sooner... I think if he invested into a marketing side of things... I don't know how much more. I mean, obviously, he needs some people to make more product and get up to capacity in that sense. But if we can just see more of that product marketed, it just speaks for itself. I love it.
Do you want to know who we awarded the Rising Star for last year was? Seeing as you want to keep an eye on them. Can you remember? Can you guess without looking at my laptop? You'll never get it. No. Square Golf.
Did we?
For their little launch monitor they made for like 600 quid that was actually quite handy. Not heard much of them this year,
nothing
though.
since.
So I just want
been up to?
So we'll follow up on Sync next year, but you'll hear a lot of them from us, no doubt. We'll update everybody on the new Joe Up as and when that arrives. One more before we go home, Joe. Watch the Boxing Day football. There is no Boxing Day football this year.
There is. Newcastle playing Man United.
One game.
Yeah,
that's a disgrace.
It's a fantastic spread for me. Yeah, as a Newcastle fan.
Rubbish.
The interview of the year.
For us, our interview of the year, not like it's not Frost versus Nixon or anything like that. We're doing our interviews. We've had some great guests on, Joe, and I wanted just to highlight some of those. Right?
What's Rhea up to? Am I out of focus, Rhea?
Yeah. Did you fall out of focus?
I've gone too far back.
The nominees for the interview of the year are Jimmy Bullard,
for
being proper horny.
For being proper horny.
For changing my entire vocabulary.
Yeah,
because I keep saying horny in environments I should not be saying horny.
You are like a sponge for words, because Neil, our editor, quite recently said something about things being chin strokey. Someone did a chin stroking thing, and you've been chin stroking your way around that. Weeks after that, you kept calling me horny. From the Bullard.
No.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Wrong context.
You know that.
I'm using horny as a replacement for like good. Or exciting.
Yeah,
I'm not just calling you horny.
So nomination there for Jimmy for changing Dan's whole vocabulary for a very short period of time.
Works. Man,
Theft.
You look at people, we all learn from each other as human beings. You're not just going to, speak like that. Anyway, next.
The second nomination, Adrian Rietveld. We nominating the first chat or the sit-down Scheffler? I think the sit-down Scheffler.
WITB sit-down Scheffler.
Yeah, well, we went through
Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler's bag at the Kingdom in beautiful surroundings, listening to his just dulcet tones,
Mr.
just
Kick
dropping
Point.
knowledge all over the place.
I like his microphones, Mr. Kick Point.
Yeah, that's great, Adrian. Could you focus on the task in hand? Yeah, but they're nice and furry.
But they're really fluffy.
Yeah, but what a really lovely bloke, and incredible knowledge, and currently responsible for the equipment of the top 3 players on earth. Like, good validation for your skill set. That isn't
great
it?
For him, and we're really thankful for his time on that day as well, because he's a B-knock, big name on campus, and he spent a lot of time with us. And it was nice for us to get him.
B-knock.
You not heard B-knock before?
Changing pace slightly. The third nomination, Chris Trotty Trott of Trotty Golf
of Trottingtons,
of the Trottingtons of LA.
Yeah,
Changed pace a little bit because he came straight after Adrian and came in like a Tasmanian devil, holding beers, effing and jeffing.
Some great impressions. The Stephen Dodd impression lives with me to this day.
Fabulous.
Go back and watch that if you haven't seen that interview already.
Possibly offensive ones in there as
We
well.
cut them out in the end.
Comedy with mayhem interspersed with knowledge.
Proper knowledge as
Good
well as
stories.
Pair of fountains of knowledge, those two. I saw you having a back and forth with him on social media about quarter zips.
Yeah, he called me.
Quarter zip mafia.
The quarter zip mafia. I think he's
Are we trying
referring.
to ban them or something?
I think he's referring to quarter zips being old and uncool. There.
Don't hate it. I think they're just like, why do we wear quarter zips?
You told me I looked great that day.
You did.
Thanks, mate. The next one, Nick
But did I mean
Doherty. 3 of these come from the same event. Bullard, Trotty, and Nick Doherty.
No, Doherty was in. Trotty was in LA.
Oh yeah, good point. Sorry, yeah. Bullard
this is the Manor House. We don't get out much.
The Manor House in Castle Combe. Sky Sports broadcaster, ex-DP World Tour multiple winner and child prodigy Nick Doherty. We sat down with him. I
creeped the heck out
creeped him out, senseless, made a right fool of myself. He was one of my childhood, looked up to him. He was on the England teams before I was, and he was the example of the guy to follow and what he won and the teams he represented and the way he dressed and the way the selectors would always, Nick used to do Nick. But yeah, he was just every bit as. It's really nice when I remembered him as just someone who was so nice to me when we played together very briefly as youngsters, and then great reputation on tour for being one of the good guys, comes across fabulously on Sky Sports with his anchoring and presenting, and then to sit down with him and just you're just such a nice guy.
He was lovely, and you spoke at him for 3.5 minutes at the start, which was my favourite part.
Fabulous piece of journalism, wasn't
it? Also filmed on one phone.
Yeah.
It was a really weird look, actually, that one.
Scene, wasn't it?
But he was brilliant. He was a lot of fun to hang out with. And lastly, Joe, a little sneaky one.
Yes, an interview that never saw the light of day where I interviewed Sam Hahn of Lab Golf fame shortly after Odyssey were releasing Square to Square.
Their first Square to Square.
Right?
So this would have been sort of this time last year.
Yeah, and he was explosive. He was there was lots of. Sorry about this, but our legal team at Golf Monthly perused it.
Who do exist, by the way. It's not just
no, it's a genuine thing.
We have a legal team.
We had to get this checked over editorially because there was some claims. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that I can say I think made sense and agreed because we're not putting it out there.
What it is,
but it was blatant shots at not Odyssey specifically, but the industry as a whole. Everyone. He was just boom, boom, firing out willy nilly concepts, specific brands, specific models. Long held theories. He was just shooting down all over the place. It was a fascinating fascinating thing that we listened to and we were really excited about, and then we
couldn't put together because you couldn't construct it to make sense while taking these big chunks of things out we couldn't include.
Yeah.
Maybe one for a Patreon one day.
Yeah, it could
We'll
be
keep
that.
it somewhere.
Or maybe when
keep
we're
it on
both,
file.
if it comes to a point where we both decide to move on, we can just flip it out as a, who knows? We can figure that out.
Here's what Golf Monthly say, right, lads, we're off.
Yeah.
Bang.
Here's the parting shot. And the winner.
Winners.
Oh, winners, yeah.
The second joint award of the day. Jimmy Bullard and Adrian Rietveld. Thank you, chat.
Why are they both there?
I couldn't separate the two, man. Jimmy was like everything I wanted him to be. To be fair, actually, a lot of the guys in the industry who you guys probably watch as well on YouTube or see on camera are really similar in real life, which is nice.
Yeah.
Jimmy was that and more. The video also did really well for us. Like it grew the channel quite a lot. So I think of that quite fondly as a moment where we had a fairly big name on. He was great value for money, and it kind of made us look really good at the same time.
When you think about some of these people with really strong characters and very strong personas, you sometimes think, oh, is that an act? Is that a bit? Is he doing a thing? This is just
Not even
him.
slightly.
Like when we were walking from the place to the interview to just non-stop chirping, funny.
And even more of an equipment guy than I knew he was, but he really knows his stuff, man. So it was good to have him on. And Rietveld, I think, is just the GOAT.
Yeah.
So, and he was good value as well.
Good. Yep.
So well done, chaps. Pointies in the post, and thus wraps the second annual
Pointy Awards.
For this year, Joe. Good year, an exciting year. We did lots of stuff, and next year's going to be even more exciting.
Can I say, based on the launch season I'm currently dying in at the moment, reviewing products and
treading water,
just mildly keeping above water. This is a brilliant. I did an Instagram post from a shed at 8:30 the other night on Saturday. Did you see it? Or were you out drinking? I'll show you after.
Post from a shed.
I was doing some driver
wearing a wig.
testing. Yeah, you were at a wig party. Doing some driver testing. I was just saying, like, some driver season launches or just launch seasons in general, meh.
What would you have graded?
This one not.
What would you have graded the last one out of
C.
10? Okay,
Oh,
so
C. Yeah, C out of 10.
C out of 10. Sorry, you can use that metric as well.
C.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a C.
And what are we grading this one upcoming?
I mean, time will tell because I've liked products early before and then had a little
disliked
change in my
them,
mind.
yeah.
So I've tried to spread my testing now where I've kind of written initial reviews and now early, and now I'm revisiting, getting back and just trying to build up a layer of reviews. Honestly, I'm sort of on layer 3. It's an A so far.
From the two big boys I've seen in person, I'm like, wow, they've both smashed the looks at least. I've not hit them yet. Out of the park. So listen, we've got a really exciting year for you next year. Thank you for sticking along. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making this possible for us.
And sorry about this.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this because it's not our usual content. However, coming up on what's next Friday's date? The 2nd of Jan.
Happy New Year.
Oh gosh, yeah. Sorry, I've got gas.
Right.
I've got gas at the minute.
Okay.
We've got a very special episode out in Pinehurst. Peter, if we couldn't get rid of Peter Finch, he was like, "Can I come on for another? Can I come on? Can we
Is this
film
the
one?"
chaos episode?
It's the chaos episode
Wow.
coming. Another fun one before we get into the serious stuff of launch season the week after that. At the cottages at Pinehurst.
No. It's not just a silly one. There's plenty of interesting equipment content and
yeah.
Ask the Pods and
He's answering
and
your
insight.
questions, basically. We get Pete Finch, your questions.
So if you
and
have sent us a question, listen up.
Maybe
'cause
it was asked to Pete.
Pete might be answering it.
The chaos behind us wasn't the Fryer was playing pool at the same time we were trying to film, and our airport transfer was in like less than an hour from that. Anyway, a fun and a different episode for you next week, and then the following Friday, the 9th, we'll be talking TaylorMade QI4D, first big release of the season. No tour issue until sort of mid-Janish, I think, something like that, because we're busy and there's no golf on, isn't it? So we'll be back. So where have you been listening? Hope you've had a good Christmas. What day is it? It's Boxing Day. Have a good New Year. Joe, any plans?
Just to be a better man.
Plans to be a better man. That's a big task. Until then.
Bye now.
Bye.